I quit my job.
Hi, Lily. Why are you so cute?
Hi, friends. I am back for my quarterly pop-up. And let's get a life update because there's been a lot going on. I am making Miss Lily eggs and chicken because she has not really been eating since we came back. Where do I begin? First of all, I'm back in New York. I went to Oregon for my dad's birthday to surprise my dad July 5th. And I was only supposed to be gone 2 weeks, and 2 weeks turned into 2 months. Because my mom's birthday was coming up, and originally I was planning on coming back to New York and then flying back to Oregon for my mom's birthday, but then I was like, that's gonna be a lot on Lily, dragging her back and forth twice in a month. So we just stayed. I ended up going on a road trip. I don't even like 2-hour car rides, let alone 40 hours, I think it was. We went from Oregon to Utah to Arizona to New Mexico to Texas, and it was actually really nice. Let me know how you feel about road trips or if you've ever been on one, but if you haven't, I think with the right person it could actually be a really enjoyable experience, so I would recommend it. What else happened? The American Eagle campaign finally went live. It's been so exciting. I still haven't been paid for it. That's the thing they don't tell you about modeling. I think it's been 3 or 4 months since we shot. Still haven't been paid for it, but the pictures are live and it's really exciting. Having everybody, like people I haven't spoken to forever, been randomly seeing it and sending it to me. It's been really cute. I grew up going to American Eagle, so it just feels really surreal having my face be in all the stores and all the websites, especially for their jean campaigns, because if you know me, you know I do not wear jeans. I own so many jeans, but I never wear jeans. So when we went to the casting was in January, and there were all these beautiful women with beautiful bodies and great butts, and I was like, there's no way I'm going to get selected for this, and I'm like, I don't even have any hurt feelings about it. Like, I totally get it. And then I did, so it just feels really surreal. Thank you to everybody that's been sending me pictures. If they've been seeing it, it warms my heart. What else happened? I quit my job. Where do we begin? As you all know, because I did a whole video about it when we were signing the offer letters together, I signed my first like real girl job while I was still in school. I think it was last February, and I've been working at this health tech job since then, and I feel like my soul has slowly been dying. Like, it's so dramatic, but it just wasn't the right company or the role for me, and the more I stayed, the more I felt the toll that was taking on me. I just felt very like undervalued and uninspired, and like I am capable of so much more than I'm doing. I don't feel like I'm using my degree at all, like just a whole thing. And then like on top of that, I just knew I needed to get out. And I was really scared about it because I was like, all right, up until this point in my life, all I've done is like internships and just a few months in between things. I've never had like a long-term full-time role because I've been in school, and I was excited for this to be like the thing that I was excited for this role to be the thing that I like stayed at for a couple of years, but I lasted a solid 8 months. I knew I made a mistake. I was to the point where I like wanted to put in my 2 weeks and leave before even getting another role, but I knew logically that just didn't make sense. So I started applying to jobs and like interviewing, and I got a job offer at JP Morgan and Chase, which I know is like really different than healthcare, but I went into healthcare to make healthcare better, and I felt like I wasn't doing that at all. I saw so much corruptness. I was like being asked to do things that I found were unethical, and like being in healthcare just like really stopped feeling right. And I just, there's like a whole nother video, I don't know. I just started also observing people that I knew that were in healthcare and realizing no one's, like, so few people that are in healthcare are actually having a direct positive impact if they're in an administrative role. If you're frontline staff, it's obviously way different, but from the administrative side, at the end of the day, healthcare is a business, and it's taken me a long time to like come to terms with that. But it's just, I grew up hating healthcare, and like working in healthcare is like starting to like bring me back into that. Whole nother video. But if you're wondering why is she going to a finance company, I think I could do less bad at this new company than I was at a healthcare company that I was at, and that just feels really weird to realize. So yeah, this is technically my last week. Today is Monday, Friday is my last day, and I'm taking 3 weeks off, and I'm so excited because I have not had really any time off like in between school and stuff. So I'm just so excited to like take a breather. I'm sure I'm gonna be bored because I like doing stuff. I'm gonna be like, I'm doing nothing, I'm gonna be bored, but I think you learn a lot from doing nothing sometimes. If you've been watching these videos for a while, you know I'm a cup connoisseur when it comes to my coffee. I found these new ones that are in the shape of like can bottles from Amazon, and let me show you the comparison. This is from TJ Maxx, I think, and like this is the difference, and I just thought they were so cute. Does anybody, I don't know, I'm just really, y'all have been following my coffee journey, so you know that I'm a weirdo when it comes to it, but I've been really liking these. My favorite thing to do for people when they come over is to make them matcha or coffee. And I'm sure you've been here, you've seen it. I have the same coffee recipe I've been using like for the past year since I moved to New York. But have any of you ever tried this specific thing? Because apparently it's like a New York thing. I don't know, people were telling me they weren't able to find it in other states. I did see you could get it online at Target and stuff, but I'm just curious if anybody else has tried this. I swear by this, and I think this is the best thing coffee wise I have come across. I would prefer this over the bougiest, most expensive thing, and I promise the coffee that I've managed to learn to make at home has by far been better than anything I've had at any coffee shop, and it really is thanks to this thing. And I really feel like I need to put everybody on, because you just add hot water. That is it, like a tablespoon or two, and you add hot water, add some brown sugar, add oat milk, and you are good to go. So if you haven't tried this, trust me sis, you need to. I'm trying to think what else has been going on. I've been going through this weird phase where I really don't want to exist on social media, and I don't really know how else to explain that. I know this is weird because I'm putting this in a YouTube video, but to me YouTube has always been really different than like Instagram and TikTok and all of those, because especially Instagram, I feel like it's just such a curated experience, I guess you could say, and so much about Instagram is presenting your best self, whereas YouTube, I think for me, is a lot more real and honest. And I just never want to be the kind of person that's like portraying this I have it all together and I'm good and everything is great all the time, which is why I love making YouTube videos, and why I think, if I really think about it, the times where I feel like not the lowest, but the times that I feel the most like off internally are probably the times that end up popping up for my quarterly YouTube videos. Just because if anybody else is going through anything, I just wanted to know about like that's totally normal. We're all figuring things out. Like, nobody has it together all the time, nobody's happy all the time, or at least I'm not. And I just want you all to come here and like for us to vibe and hang out. Like, so many of us have become friends through these YouTube videos because I just feel like you're seeing a lot more realistic version of me, and I wish I could see it like a more realistic version of you all watching this and we could all just be besties all the time. But I just haven't really been wanting to exist on social media. It's been like a weird thought. Like, I removed all my photos for a little bit. Like, I didn't even want to have any photos on my Instagram, which is like not strategic when you're modeling because so many of the ways that brands find you is through your Instagram. So I'm technically kind of like messing myself over by doing that, but I just don't really care. Honestly, I don't even know how I've been feeling about modeling. I don't even know how I feel about being in front of a camera, and not in a I feel insecure type of way, but in a who freaking cares? You know, I don't know. It's been weird. I've been feeling weird. I also just like I've been hating the attention. I posted this TikTok video that just ended up going viral for no reason. It was just a simple outfit video. And all of these men just found me, and it just made me feel so ugh. Like, I'm all here for the girls and the gays. The girls and the gays could comment, like, watch, whatever. But men just make, like, attention for men makes me feel uncomfortable, and I don't desire it, and I don't want it. I've never heard anybody else talk about this, so please let me know if you relate, because it's been feeling so weird. Like, I've just been feeling really weird. I've also just been feeling very antisocial. Like, I don't want to talk to anyone. I'm like, am I having a depressive episode? I don't know. I haven't really been like having the desire to do things that maybe like would be desirable otherwise. I'm sure a large part of that is because anytime I come back to New York from Oregon, it's like this weird, like, my psyche has to get used to going from being around my family and being around people all the time to being completely alone. And when it's just me, okay, but now I have Lily, and I have to worry about Lily and like the toll that's taking on Lily, because I feel like she's so much happier in Oregon, and I feel like it's so selfish of me to have her in New York when she could have a yard she could be running around in. And I've been like making do by taking her out hours. Like, we walk so much, we go to the dog park so much, I take her everywhere with me that I go. But it's still not the same as having like love that she's receiving from a family. And again, I don't know if this makes any sense, but like feeling her go through that obviously makes me really sad. So there's been a lot, yeah, there's been just like stuff like that going on. It's been like, ugh. Truly one of, if not the highlights to my day is this coffee. But also my nails, I did these myself. Could we just take a second to appreciate? I started doing my nails for the first time in January, and the toll that it took on my natural nails just really hurt my soul. I believe, and probably this is for everybody, but for me, I think my body and like me, I'm like my happiest, most beautiful self the least amount of work I do to it, the least amount of like makeup I do, the least amount of skincare I do, the least amount of hair stuff I do. It's just I think our bodies are their best selves when they just naturally get to be. And I feel like the same one for my nails. And I was like, damn, I really wrecked my nails. So I stopped doing acrylic and I let my nails just like get back to how they were. and it made me so sad because I miss having my nails done. I feel like once you start doing your nails, you like, it changes things and you just want to keep doing it. So I started doing it myself yesterday, and I'm hoping this is a happy in between where my nails still get to be themselves and like grow but also like look cute. So yes, Lily's finally eating. Lily hadn't really been eating for a few days and it was stressing me out. I'm hoping the offness I've been feeling is just maybe because of my current job, and I'm hoping with a new environment and a new team and like a new company and a new start, I could go back to being more of myself, because I don't think I've really been feeling myself, maybe, at least not professionally. I've always been somebody that can just get a lot done, and like getting stuff done gives me a mental high. I just want to keep doing and keep grinding. And like what I've been doing, I just don't get that. I don't get the like satisfaction and the enjoyment. I really am hoping that it's not a permanent thing. I guess this new team will be the only way of finding out. The one thing about the new company is that it is half in person, a hybrid model, and I've been remote since the pandemic started because school went remote, and then my last role have been completely remote so far, and I didn't realize how nice that was until I've realized I might not have it because of the fact that I've been so remote. I've really gotten a chance to bounce back and forth between New York and Oregon way more than I ever thought I would while living in New York. I think I've been back in 2021 alone. It's only August. I've been back 3 times, and each time I've stayed from 2 weeks to 2 months. So being in Texas and doing the road trip, I got to be remote. It was just nice, and now I'm realizing I can't do that and I'm gonna be stuck in New York. I think I have commitment issues because knowing I have to be in New York now is like giving me an ick. And my apartment's been month to month. Technically I can move out whenever, and I was thinking about if I was going to be remote, leaving New York in the winter and maybe coming back. Why are you so cute? Why are you the cutest thing ever? She's also had an ear infection. We've been really going through it, okay? Anyways, look at how I'm gonna, this is usually the setup of my like Zoom calls too, so she's in the background. Yeah, I just don't know if I have another New York winter left in me, if we're going to be in a pandemic, and the way these variants have been going and the fact that people have not been getting vaccinated hurts my soul. And New York has been all like, everyone's back right now, it's summer, like tourists are back and it's cool, but 4 months ago we couldn't even go out. We had curfew. I remember my friends and I tried to go out to celebrate my graduation and the bars closed at 10, and that was like, even we were excited just like anything was even open, and then it was a 10 p.m. curfew. So I think seeing how normal things feel right now, it's like hard to remember that, but for me it's like very much top of mind. And New York last winter was rough. Like you couldn't go anywhere, you couldn't do anything, there was nobody outside, it was so cold. The only thing you really could do was go out to eat, but even then you were sitting outside and freezing your butt off. Like you were shivering while trying to take in a meal. So like I really don't want to do that again. I just don't want to, living alone is a whole thing, but I just also can't really imagine myself living with somebody right now. It's just, I don't know. I'm a mess. But I've passively started apartment hunting. I might move downtown, but apartment prices right now are double, triple what they were a few months ago. and I'm not trying to pay that money, so I might wait it out till the winter before finding another apartment. For sure need to go to therapy for commitment issues. I really think so, because the idea of a 1-year lease just, ugh. I had a conversation with my friend recently, and I was like, I feel like I saw all of New York that I wanted to see, and like I got the experience. I'm like satisfied. Coming back to Oregon coming back to New York this time around has made me feel that way, which is something I didn't think I would feel for 3-4 years. But now I'm like, okay, cool, I lived that, but I don't really know where else I see myself living. I'm a mess. I'm at least supposed to be working, so I'm gonna go work and then we'll check back in. It has been a few hours, and before I left I got this blender, which is supposed to be a dupe for Vitamix. I believe on Amazon it was a lot cheaper, but I feel like I haven't really been using it, so I am going to make, or attempt to make, an acai bowl at home. I got a bunch of things that I've just been sitting in my freezer. First is this unsweetened acai super fruit packets. Frozen mangoes from Trader Joe's. I'm obsessed with these. 10 out of 10 recommend. And a berry blend. I wish I got Greek yogurt to add more protein, but it is fine. This is a fan of products, and I made some for Lily too, of course. Update, it is not Lily approved. Okay, I finished work, and Lily and I, hi Lily, are going to the dog park. I've been living in these bodysuits from Aritzia. I was never really an Aritzia person until I discovered these, but they come in like the full length and biker short length, and I've been living in these for weeks. 10 out of 10 recommend. They're coming in so many colors. Definitely, I feel like overpriced, but everything from Aritzia is pretty overpriced, so I don't know, but they have been a lifesaver, and I feel like this is a good dog park outfit, because I learned do not wear do not wear white, do not wear light color things, do not wear nice things to the dog park, because it will get dirty and it will get messed up. So all black it is. Lily, are you excited to go to the dog park? Or are you trying to eat the wall? I am so sweaty. I don't think this is doing it justice. And New York is just musty, and like New York is just musty and humid. I was gonna take Lily to the dog park. I was thinking we'd go on a long walk and then go to the dog park, and she just started laying on the ground, and I was like, all right, I guess we're going home. It was supposed to rain and it didn't rain. Lily has started hiding behind and underneath the couch when we go home, because she knows I want to clean her paws. And if you have any advice, please let me know. She's not food driven, so bribing her with treats is impossible. You really can't bribe her with anything, which means you can't really get her to do anything you want ever. This is her world, I'm just living in it, so she's gonna be hiding under the couch for God knows how long. But I don't want to do it the rest of the night. Like cook, I don't know, edit this. Do I want to, I also haven't really had an appetite since we got back from Oregon, so making food just does not seem desirable at all. This lighting is not doing these justice, but I bought these corsets, not in like a waist training type of way, but in a fashion and cinching in baggy clothes type of way. And this is a brown spec. They look way better in person, and their quality is actually really nice. I bought it on Amazon, $10–12, but I have an outfit in mind. I have a baggy satin button up that I think this will look really cute over, and this I was thinking of doing leather pants, this, and a mesh black long sleeve shirt, I don't know, in my head it looks really cute. We'll see how it looks in person, but I am excited. And they were so much cheaper than I thought they would be. I don't know what that is or who would wear that. That is probably going in the garbage, but if you see these styled, you know where they're from. I feel like this has turned into a what I eat in a day video. So I guess I will show you all what I'm eating for dinner. Boring. So not really gonna be some inspirational food thing, unfortunately, I'm sorry. But organic apple chicken sausage with eggs. This is definitely more of a breakfast meal. But you know, I'm an adult. I make my own rules. I can have breakfast for dinner with some feta cheese. The Persian in me, I can eat feta cheese with anything. And Lily doesn't really eat food or likes treats, but she also loves feta. With this chili oil from Trader Joe's. I put this thing on everything. I put that oil on everything and it is just chef's kiss. This is mine, this is Lily's. There's a lot more hot sauce underneath it, but Lily already had 2 eggs for breakfast this morning. So I just did the chicken sausage, shredded chicken, and feta. And let's hope she eats it. She likes warm food. Miss Girl refuses to eat cold food. Lily, come eat your food. Come in. Come on. Come eat your food, please. Did I pass to Lily's house? I think I'm going to close out this video here so I can edit it and have it up for y'all tomorrow. Thank you for being here for my quarterly update and listening to me talk a lot this video. I hope you're all doing well, and hopefully next time I won't be gone as long, maybe. No, I genuinely don't act like anybody cares, really don't think anybody cares, but hopefully we see each other soon. Bye.